What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be making a Basque style cheesecake. And if you're new to the channel, do me a huge favor, click the like and subscribe button. As usual, all the ingredients will be linked in the description box down below. When making a great cheesecake, it's very important to have all your ingredients at room temperature. We will be fitting our stand mixer today with a paddle attachment and keep this mixed on low. We do not want to incorporate very much air into our cheesecake mix. And you want to give your mixing bowl a scrape down with a spatula to make sure all the big chunks get incorporated. For today's specific recipe, I am switching out my sugar with monk fruit. It's a straight substitution, a 1-to-1 mix. So if you want to make this traditionally, just use straight sugar. Continuing on, we're going to add a splash of vanilla and keep mixing this on low speed until everything gets well combined. Moving on to the next step, we're going to be adding our eggs one at a time. Now, when you add your eggs and it seems to be spinning around like this little guy, do not be tempted to turn the speed up on your mixer. Either let it go or use a spatula to help the little guy get incorporated. And continue adding all your eggs until they're all very well mixed into the batter. This next step is very important. Scrape your bowl all the way down to the bottom because there should be some cream cheese stuck down there that is not mixed, as you can see here. The last thing that you want is streaks of cream cheese strewn throughout the batter. Now I'm going to be adding some sifted flour into the cheesecake mix. You definitely can do this step beforehand and then just straight pour it into your cheesecake mix. Again, on slow speed, you want to mix this until everything is combined and then slowly add in our room temperature heavy whipping cream. Your cheesecake batter should look nice and smooth just like this. Now, if you have a springform pan, that would be perfect. I don't have one, so I'm using a cake pan. But you want to use about 3 pieces of parchment paper to line the bottom and the sides, and gently pour in your cheesecake mixture. Despite our best efforts, there will be some air bubbles, and all you have to do is just pick it up and just knock it out a little bit. I'm using a pizza tray, but you can use a cookie sheet or a baking sheet, whatever you want to call it, into a preheated 400-degree oven for 40 to 50 minutes. I ended up baking mine for about 50 minutes. Now, this next important step, you want to let this rest at room temperature for 2 hours before you wrap it up and put it in the fridge overnight. This cheesecake looks gorgeous. Now, after 2 hours, you can see that it is already sunken down a bit. This is what you're looking for. If you wanted, you can definitely go darker with the caramelization, but I think this is perfect. So now it's time to wrap this in plastic, and I'll see it tomorrow. This is the next day. I can't wait to dig in. I have to finagle this out of the cake pan because I don't have a springform pan, but once it's loose, I'm going to slide my hands directly underneath this because I do not want it to bend and crack in half. Gently pull the parchment paper away. This gives it its characteristic look, and let's go and slice into this. What a fantastic looking cheesecake. Let's go to the table and dig in. Here's our Basque burnt cheesecake. If you want a darker crust, then by all means do it. I did sub out the sugar for monk fruit, so I don't know if that might have something to do with it. I think it's cooked very nicely. I have also had some Basque style cheesecakes that were really runny in the middle and kind of flat and almost like leaking out. This looks like a cheesecake that I would normally get, the consistency. So less talking and then more eating. See here, very nice texture. The fork went in very smoothly. Here you go. You guys, some of this, get some of this. All right, cheers. Very nice and smooth. This top right here, you kind of get like a burnt caramel flavor, like the creme caramel flavor or flan, which is the desired flavor. So again, look at that up close. See this? Very nice. This is a lot. It looks like a dense cheesecake, but it's really fluffy. It is. It just dissolves. And then you have like this top part that lingers inside. So like the creaminess dissipates, but then this top burnt part, yeah, definitely has that creme caramel, flan, even like a creme brulee taste to it. Oh, look at the bottom. So that's the bottom. It caramelized beautifully. Then the top. This is so good. I'm still getting the lingering caramel notes, or the burnt sugar notes. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Give this recipe a try. And also, before you leave, click the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Help my channel grow. With that being said, take care of yourselves. And as always, peace.